this video I'm going to walk you through how we codify the guitar world. You know, the guitar world is a big sprawling beast, and it's useful for us as a company to be able to segment it into clear areas so that we can make sure that our students are making progress and becoming well-rounded guitarists. So in this video I'm going to walk you through our 13 categories. This is how we organize the guitar world. Super quick before we begin, we are giving away this guitar to celebrate the launch of our new guitar course, Beginner Guitar Secrets, which will be available on the 11th of May. If you want to enter the giveaway to win this incredible Player Plus Nashville Telecaster, click the link in the video description for more information. Okay, so the way we structure things, we divide the guitar world into 13 categories. And if you're improving in these 13 areas, then you're going to be a really fantastic, well-balanced, well-rounded guitarist. Now, I'm never going to remember all of these, so I've got my printout here. Now, this is actually taken from, can you see that? Yeah, so this is actually taken from the new course, Beginner Guitar Secrets. So that course was built with this framework. We cover all 13 of these areas inside that course. So the first category is you. So that's your clarity on why you want to play the guitar, where you want to go as a guitarist, and how you'll get there. Yeah, if you don't have a destination in mind, then it's very hard to travel where you want to get to. The second category is technique. Your ability to interact with the guitar, control your hand and fingers to create the sounds that you want. I think there's 3 times when this is particularly important as a guitarist. One is at the very, very start of the guitar journey, when you're just figuring out, basic open chords. The next time when technique really counts, I think it's when you try learning to play bar chords. Your technique really matters at that stage. And then I think when you start developing, when you start truly exploring lead guitar and scales, and you want to get expression and nuance into your lead playing, I think they're the 3 times. I mean, technique is always important, but I think they're the 3 times when it's the most critical. Okay, the third category is practice. Your weekly guitar habits and real-world guitar routine that make progress easy and fun. If this is in place, then everything is easier to do. You will make progress more quickly, and you'll have more fun along the way. Okay, so those first 3 categories that we discussed, we classify all of those as being you. Yeah, your goals, your technique, your practice routine and habits. That's that's all about you. The next 4 categories is what we classify as our absolute core curriculum, and that's chords, rhythm and strumming, lead guitar and theory. And those 4 things, they make up they're the pillars really of how we teach guitar: chords, rhythm, lead and theory. So number 4 is chords. Your chord knowledge and ability to form chords cleanly and change chords quickly. Chords are the foundation of everything we do on the guitar. They really help you understand the fretboard, and they're just essential, and they're the best place for all guitarists to begin. The next category is rhythm and strumming. Your ability to create interesting and varied musical rhythms, to play with an energy and a flow that you can feel in your body. Chords are important, that's where we like everyone to begin, but chords are just static shapes. Rhythm and strumming is where music comes alive. The next category is lead guitar. Your ability to use scales, licks and riffs to play melodic phrases and solos. Mostly people tend to think of lead guitar as like solos and flashy guitar hero moments, but I don't really see it that way. Lead guitar, I think, is just understanding the fretboard and using, playing complementary phrases, whether they're solos or whether there's licks or chord tones. I think lead guitar is the place where all guitarists want to get to, but it's important to understand you can be playing lead guitar when you're an absolute beginner. Okay, you might not know, a lot of stuff in that area, but lead guitar isn't something to be scared of. Lead guitar is just a term that we use to kind of classify certain types of guitar playing. And many of those styles are available to you the second you pick up a guitar. You don't need to wait until you feel confident, and comfortable on the instrument to start playing lead guitar. It's available to you from day one. Category number 7 is theory. Your understanding of how and why guitar music works. This is a superpower. Theory's got a really boring name, theory. It sounds quite dull and dry, but it should really just be called the secret to becoming an advanced guitarist. I think if you want to be, an advanced guitarist, I don't think it's possible to be an advanced guitarist without knowing at least some theory. Music theory is it has a bad reputation, I think, but it's actually very, very cool. And to me, it goes hand in hand with lead guitar. Those 2 things work really well together, and a good understanding of theory is the most empowering thing I think a guitarist can actually do. Okay, so those 4 categories that we just discussed there, chords, rhythm, lead guitar and theory, that's our learn phase. So if I show you this, again, this is the framework that we're using on the course. Yeah, we've got the U phase, then we move to the learn phase, and then this next phase here, which is grow. This phase is all about, I don't call these things optional, but they're certainly not as, core to guitar playing as chords, rhythm, lead guitar and theory. These are areas that some people might want to avoid completely, and other people really go down the rabbit hole in these areas. So let's dive into them. Category number 8 is instrument. Your understanding of acoustic and electric guitars, how and why they work, and how to maintain them. Super cool. I wasn't that interested in really the nuts and bolts of guitars for a long time. I just played an acoustic guitar. But as the years have gone by, I've really found it interesting and rewarding to explore this stuff. And also, the more you know about guitars, I think it affects what you play. And also it gives you new options as you understand what's happening. You kind of relate that back to what happens when you're actually playing. It's not just abstract stuff, which I thought it was to begin with. It's not just nerdy guitar techie stuff. It actually comes back and affects how you actually play and your musical choices. Category number 9 is your repertoire, so your collection of songs that you know and can play at a moment's notice. This is important because it's fun for you to be able to play those songs, of course, but also the more songs you learn, the more your musical vocabulary grows, because you pick things up from all the different songs that you learn. Category number 10 is gear and technology. Your use of guitar amplifiers, accessories, effects and technology to enhance your musical options. I mean, this is a whole world of stuff here, Again, it's stuff I wasn't that interested in for a long time. I mean, we played gigs in front of thousands of people where I didn't have a single pedal. I just plugged into the amp. I just wanted a kind of stripped back tone. I'd literally just run a guitar lead from my Telecaster into the amp, drive the amp, EQ it to get a tone I wanted, and that was it. I didn't have any pedals. Now I sit here and I'm like a captain on an aeroplane. I've got pedals everywhere. It's super cool. Don't be afraid of exploring, guitar gear and technology. If you're an electric guitarist, there's so much fun and so many tones that can only be created using gear and technology. Category number 11 is jamming and fun. Your ability to play with other musicians, to experience the joy of creative expression with other people. I think probably the most fun you can have as a guitarist is playing with other people. It's an absolute blessing. You will learn so much from other guitarists and improve so much yourself from playing with other guitarists and musicians. Category number 12 is performing. Your ability to perform well in front of others, whether that's with a friend, at home, at parties, around campfires, at gigs or live events. I think everybody should perform, whether it's on a large scale or a small scale. It's something that you'll be proud that you did afterwards, even if you're terrified about doing it beforehand. Category number 13 is songwriting. My ability to use my guitar to compose new music, to express myself and develop my musical creativity. Now this is my jam. Yeah, this is why I wanted to learn guitar in the first place. Songwriting is, for me, that is the point of playing the guitar. But I know some people just aren't interested in songwriting at all. For them, they're perfectly happy to use the guitar to play songs that already exist, and that's absolutely cool. Many people do that, but for me, songwriting is the point of all of this, and it's so rewarding to combine chords together and melodies to create new sounds, to express yourself and tell stories. I absolutely love it. So there you go, there's the 13 categories of the guitar world as we classify it, and that's the framework that we use to create all of our content, to teach our students. And our new course, Beginner Guitar Secrets, that's the framework that course was built on. And we cover all 13 of those areas for beginners within that course. If you're interested in Beginner Guitar Secrets, it will be available to buy on the 11th of May. We are super excited. It's an epic course. I really can't wait to get that out there in the world and share it with you all. And remember, we are giving away this glorious Fender Player Plus Nashville Telecaster to celebrate the launch of that new guitar course. If you're interested in the giveaway, you'll find the details in the video description. You just need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and join the early bird waitlist for Beginner Guitar Secrets. And each one of those steps that you take is classed as one entry for the giveaway. So throw your hat in the ring. This guitar is going to someone. I kind of wish it wasn't, because I really like it. I've got used to having it here at the studio. I don't really want to give it away. I might keep it. No, I've got to give it away. It's out there now. I've said it publicly, haven't I? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed learning how we classify the guitar world and you've picked up some new ideas. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.